Hello, my name is Lori Seeger, and I serve as the Associate Vice President for Finance here at CC. We appreciate you joining us today and allowing us to share more with you about billing and financial aid. We know that these topics may produce many questions, and often an individual situation is unique. That said, we will address the general topics here today. Discussion on some of these topics may be new to you if you're new to CC or if you were away for the fall, while for others this might be a refresher. All of this information lives on our student accounts and financial aid websites, but specific questions not answered there may be directed specifically to student accounts at coloradocollege.edu or to financial aid at coloradocollege.edu. Let's start at a high level, and I'll describe how we're billing tuition in this unique year. To complement the flexibility offered in the academic schedule, we're using a year-long billing methodology. A standard semester fee assessment process would likely not correspond to this year's academic schedule. So we wanted to be able to provide similar payment options as those offered in the past with an added option. This provides as much time as might be needed for students and families to pay the year's tuition, housing, and meal plan charges. Now, the full year tuition billing will apply to some who are enrolled in classes this fall, but many students watching are just beginning their year in J Block or in Block 5. So tuition will be billed based on the number of blocks they're registered in. The way this looks is the first 3 blocks are billed at $10,144 each. Then the 4th block, there's no charge. Then the next 3 are also billed at $10,144 each, with the possibility of 3 additional blocks and no charge. So students starting in J Block actually have the potential to take up to 8 blocks this year. For those students who have been invited back for the spring and will live in CC housing, let's talk about how housing and meal plan charges will work. On-campus housing room assignments will be completed and in the banner system by December 17th. So housing and the related meal plan charges will be reflected on the student account with the January billing statement as well. For those who began the year with housing and meal plan charges, if the student did not live on campus in the fall or was in a situation where they were required to move off campus, the housing and meal plan charges were removed from the student bill. So now, if a student will be moving back to campus housing for blocks 5 and beyond, those relevant charges, both housing and meal plan, will be added back. So there's a good bit of work for student accounts and financial aid to do on getting accurate billing statements in the first week back after winter break. That said, we will do our best to have billing statements available on the student account portal by January 8th or within the few days after. Payment options will look very much like they have in past years, and definitely are not all due at once. If you're enrolled in fall classes, you were presented with the payment options in September and may have enrolled in our 2-payment, 4-payment, or 9-payment plan. Please continue making those payments regularly. If you are in a situation where housing and meal plan charges need to be added back to your bill, your payments will recalculate once the new charges are added. However, if somehow you were not able to enroll in an official payment plan or are a new start here at CC, were on a leave of absence or gap semester, or were required to leave after campus after block 1, you'll be presented with the opportunity to enroll in a formal payment plan to pay for your tuition and, where appropriate, your housing and meal plan charges. Tailored options for those payment plans include 1 payment at the beginning of the semester, which would be due by February 5th, or 4 payments throughout the spring, February through May, with the first payment due by February 5th. Enrollment in these payment plans is available January 8th through February 5th through the TouchNet portal, links to which are available on the student accounts webpage. First payments for any of the plans are due February 5th. If there's enrollment in courses for blocks A, B, and C, we will also have a separate payment plan for those courses. And the added bonus is that there's no payment, no associated fees with any payment plans this year, regardless of the option that you've selected. We want to acknowledge that circumstances arise where students are not are in a different situation than they would expect. Special circumstances come up in this COVID year. And so we're going to encourage students to work closely with the advising hub or their faculty advisor. And if there's a situation where a leave needs to be processed, those types of adjustments require careful analysis and consideration on how they impact each situation's billing and financial aid. So if you have questions or need an estimate of how these special plans will be reflected on the student account, please reach out to us at studentaccounts@coloradocollege.edu. Now, my colleague Shannon Amundsen will talk about some important financial aid topics.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shannon Amundsen. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at Colorado College. My portion of this, for many of you who are currently here, we'll start with those students, whether you're being invited back to campus, whether you're staying off campus, all of those things. Couple of things. As Lori talked about, the housing assignments will be done December 17th. So we'll be working on those changes for those students who are coming back to campus and need their aid adjusted because they were reflected of living at home up till now. We will make those changes. Our goal is the first week we are back, but one never knows what you're going to walk into after 2 weeks off. So we will guarantee they will be done by the 15th of January. And so we will get those updated on the bill as well. And if you are a student who is not invited back to campus, but has decided to come back to Colorado Springs and found a lease or extended a lease that you had in the fall that was only for a couple of months, please upload that. If you go to the financial aid website, you'll see a button that says upload lease information. Be sure to upload that lease that has the student's name on it, the dates that the lease runs through, things of that nature, so that we can use the higher cost of attendance for your student because they do have those expenses versus staying at home. And if you are a student who is currently here, you should have gotten an email that talked about last week that talked about the information that our office needs to award you financial aid for next year. And so it's that time of year. I realize it seems like it's really early and in the chaos of life that it has been. I know that's probably not everybody's top of their memory bank, but we did send that email out to students and parents, letting them know that it's time to file for next year. You will use the 2019 information. It did give you a link to check the checklist that your student has and how to upload those documents. So if you can work on that, we greatly appreciate it so that we can make sure to get student awards out ASAP after the spring Board of Trustees meeting when charges are set for next year. If you are a new student coming to campus, you took a gap year, you took the fall off, whatever that looks like, we will have your financial aid reflected on your statement of account in January as well. If you have any issues or questions or concerns about what's on the bill when that goes out, please know that you can contact us. We are human. This has been a rough year for everyone involved, and we will totally own the fact that it's possible we missed something. Please let us know. If something doesn't look right, contact us right away. Financial aid at coloradocollege.edu is the best way to get a hold of my office. We are honoring El Paso County regulations about social distancing and having reduced staff in the office. So email is the best option. We're recording this on November 4th, which is a Wednesday. As of today, we are current on our email. We're only working on yesterday's email. So that's pretty good. So we will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. If you have questions, anything like that, please just let us know. We are happy to help in any way that we can. And please know that the other question we've gotten from some families is, should I let you know where my housing assignment's going to be? The answer is no. We'll get that list from the housing office. There's nothing that you need to do as a student to make those adjustments happen. We will get that list and we will definitely prioritize that. But like I said, if on January 15th, you're looking at your account and you're like, hey, I've got a question, please don't hesitate to reach out. That's what we're here for. We're happy to answer. We know it's been a changing year. And so as we go forward, please know that both student accounts and financial aid are here to help. We will answer anything that we can. We understand it's been a stressful year. We will ask for grace in our humanness and our chance to make errors, but we will always do our best to make them right and correct things as we go forward to make it as smooth as we can. Have a great rest of the day.